So, good morning, everyone. So, am I audible? Audio is coming. Hello, hello. It's not came. Yeah, coming. Right. So, in last class, we discussed up to estivation. Is it correct? So, today we are starting with androsium. Right. Have a look. Androsium. As you know, androsium is what basically? Male reproductive world. If you talk about unit of androsium is what basically? Stamen. Stamen. Whorl is called androsium. In androsium, many stamens are possible, but one stamen, right? It is the unit of androsium. If we draw a typical structure of a stamen, what we find? What we find? It have a filament, and this swollen part, pinhead like a structure part, is called anther. Filament and anther. There are two components here in a stamen. So, if you talk about the most common anther, a typical anther is usually bilobed, mostly bilobed. Right. And each lobe have two theca. Theca, or you can say chamber. Theca, or what you can say? Chamber. Getting the things or not? That is dithecous. Dithecous. And this theca is also called which one? Pollen chamber. This theca is also called pollen chamber. And in this pollen, better to write pollen chamber. And in this pollen chamber, who is present? Pollen grain is present. Pollen grain is present. So you just try to understand the lobe first. This is the one lobe, this is the second lobe. And that is the reason I wrote here, it is bilobed. But in each lobe, usually what we are finding have two theca. A, B, and this one have C and D. So each lobe have two theca, and that is the reason we are telling it what? Dithecous. And in these theca, or in this chamber, who is present? Pollen grains are present. So in this theca, who is present? Pollen grains are present. Pollen grains are present. So this is the typical structure of a which one? Anther. Is it clear? Is it clear? It's all right? Now we are moving ahead. Should I change the slide? Right. Next, Next, we are going to deal about classification of stamen. Classification of stamen based on number. Based on number. We are going to deal this particular classification. So look here, if we talk about stamen, number in a flower may be 1 or it may be more than 1. More than 1. Or you can say it like many. Any number other than 1. So when number of stamen is 1, it is called, a technical term I am writing, monoandrous. Single stamen is called monoandrous stamen. Right? Monoandrous. If the number of stamen is more than 1, then what happens in that case? In that case, there are 2 possibilities are there. If more than 1 stamen are there, how many possibilities are there? 2 possibilities are there. And out of these 2 possibilities, one possibility is stamens are free. Stamens are free, and another possibility is stamens are fused. Stamens are fused. So 2 possibilities are there. Either it is free or it is fused. If stamens are free, we use a term polyandrous. So single stamen is monoandrous, more than 1 stamen, and if it is free, it is called what basically? Polyandrous, right? And if it is fused, somewhere for fuse you will find it is written a term united. So don't confuse. If it is fused, there are another possibility we are going to deal what are there. So if it is fused, there are 2 possibilities of fusion. If stamen are fused, how many possibility of fusion are there? 2 possibility of fusion are there. First possibility is cohesion. And the second possibility is adhesion. Cohesion and adhesion. Getting the idea or not? So if more than 1 stamen are there and these are fused together, it is called cohesion. Do you know the meaning of cohesion? Look toward me. Same type of things are fusing together. It is called cohesion. This is my hand, this is my another hand. These 2 are fusing together. This is called what? Cohesion. Right? Same type of things are fusing together, are called cohesion. What is adhesion? Suppose that I am just touching the wall through my hand. So it is called what basically? Adhesion. Getting the idea? Is it clear? Is all right? So during cohesion, what's happened? Who will fuse together? Floral leaves of same whorl fuse together. Same whorl fuse together. It is called cohesion. Floral leaf of the same whorl fuse together. So same whorl means calyx, corolla, androsium, gynosium. These are the 4 type of whorls. So suppose that sepal fuse with sepal, it is called cohesion. Petal fuse with petal, adhesion. Sorry, cohesion. Stamen fuse with stamen, cohesion. Carpal fuse with carpal, cohesion. You got the idea? So what is cohesion? When floral leaves of same whorl fuse together, it is called cohesion. What happened in the case of adhesion? Suppose that when petal fuse with sepal, a stamen fuse with petal, these all are called what basically? Adhesion. So during adhesion, what we are finding? Floral leaf, Petal, sepal are what basically? Floral leaf. Stamen are what basically? Floral leaf. So floral leaves of different whorls fuse together. Different whorl fuse together is called what basically? Adhesion. Floral leaf of different whorls fused together, it is called adhesion. So you got the idea what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss united stamen. How many possibility of the united stamens are there? So right. So one possibility cohesion, another possibility adhesion. Now we are further dealing in detail about cohesion. So how many possible type of cohesion are there? So there are three possible type of cohesion are present in the stamen. How many possible type? Three possible type. One is called Adelphi, or we call Adelphas condition. Adelphas condition. First type of cohesion is what? Adelphas condition. Adelphas condition. Second type of name is Adelphas condition is mentioned in NCERT. Next is Syngenesis condition. Syngenesis condition. That term not mentioned in NCERT. So why I am telling? I am telling because sometime it may came in option and unnecessary you not confuse. Right? What suppose that they are giving a option Syngenesis and we don't have idea. So just our confidence on that question will decrease. And that is the reason I am just telling about. So first condition is Adelphas condition, second condition is Syngenesis condition, and the third condition is Syngenesis condition. Syngenesis condition. So there are three possible type of cohesion of stamens are there. Getting the things or not? Right? First Adelphas condition, second Syngenesis condition, third Syngenesis condition. What happened in case of Adelphas condition? Try to understand through a diagram. See, here I am drawing stamen and here it is more than one stamen. Right? Here I drawn how many stamen? 3 stamen. Now have a look. What happened in Adelphas condition? Who is fusing? You tell me. Who is fusing? Filament is fusing. This joining line means fusion I am showing. Right? So who is fusing? Filament is fusing. And who is free? Anther is free. Who is fusing? Filament is fusing. And who is free? Anther is free. So it is called Adelphas condition. Now look. In Syngenesis condition, what's happened? Have a look here. It is more than one stamen. And who fused together? Who fused together? Anther fused. And who remain free? Who remain free? Filaments are free. That is called which condition? Syngenesis condition. And the third condition of the cohesion I am writing, the third condition of the cohesion I am writing, who is fused? Filament also fused, anther also fused. So these are called Syngenesis condition. You got the differences among Adelphas, Syngenesis and Syngenesis or not? Tell me, hurry up. Is it clear? So Adelphas condition, Syngenesis condition and Syngenesis condition. Now have a look. So here what happened in Adelphas condition? Filaments fuse together and anther remain free. And anther remain free, and that particular condition we are saying which one? Adelphas condition. Is it clear? Now Adelphas condition further classified. Adelphas condition further classified based on how many bundle they are forming. So I am further writing about the classification of Adelphas condition. So here I am writing which one? Monoadelphas. Second I am writing diadelphas. And the third I am writing which one? Polyadelphas. And that is written in NCERT. Getting the idea? Synandrous and Syngenesis is not there, but detailing of Adelphus is mentioned in NCERT. So in monoadelphus, it is very clear from the name. Mono means what? Single. And bundle. So what happened in monoadelphus condition? Monoadelphus condition, only one bundle of filament. Bundle of filament. So when filament fuse together, they fuse in a single bundle. That is called monoadelphous condition. And what example mentioned in your textbook is what? China rose. So what is the example of monoadelphous condition? China rose is the example of monoadelphous condition. How it look when we see the diagram of a monoadelphous condition? See, here many filaments fuse together. Many filaments fuse together. Getting the idea? And here you are finding who is there? Anthers are there. So here anthers are free. Getting the idea or not? Here anthers are free. So anther free, and here filament fuse. Filament fuse. So that particular condition is called which one? Monoadelphous condition. So such type of stamen you report in the case of which one? China rose. So is it clear? So how many filament fuse? How to know? By counting the number of anther. You can say how many filaments are fused in a adelphous condition. You can count the number of anther and you can say in such a way. Is it clear? So monoadelphous term. So China rose is the well-known example of this particular condition. Now we are going to deal about diadelphous. It's clear from the name. It's very clear from the name. Diadelphous. How many bundle? How many bundle? Two bundle. Two bundle of filament. Of filament. Is it clear? Two bundle of filaments are there. Example in the case of diadelphous condition, what is written in NCERT? P. P belongs to which family? Fabaceae family. So all the member of Fabaceae have which condition? Diadelphous condition. So they are the example of diadelphous condition. P is the representative example. It belongs to family Fabaceae. So all the member of family Fabaceae have which particular condition? Diadelphous condition. Is it clear? Is all right? Now, just I am drawing the diagram of the diadelphous condition. Have a look here. So in Fabaceae, what you will find? You will find one bundle is thick and another is single filament, right? So here we are finding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many anther are there? 9 anther are there. So how many filaments are fused together? 9 filaments fused together. Here only one anther is there. You are getting the idea in the member of Fabaceae. So we call it 9 plus 1 arrangement. And because 9 is fused, so this is the characteristic feature of which one? Member of family Fabaceae. Is it clear or not? It is 9 plus 1 arrangement and 9 under the bracket because 9 are fused. So how many bundles are formed by the filament? 2 bundles are formed by the filament, and these are in one bundle 9 are there and they are fused, in another bundle only 1 are there. So we are saying it what? 9 plus 1 arrangement. So I hope you understand about the diadelphous condition, and it is an important line from here question is going to ask. Okay, it's all right. So diadelphous condition is a characteristic feature of the family Fabaceae. Is it all right? 9 plus 1 arrangement is there in the diadelphous condition. And the last is which one? Polyadelphous condition. Clear from the name, more than 2 bundle. More than 2 bundle of filament are present. Filament is present in the case of polyadelphous condition. Right, Ji? So if we talk about polyadelphous condition, What are the characteristic example mentioned in the NCERT? It is the citrus. It is the citrus. So in citrus, what condition we find? We find here it is like this. Polyadelphas condition is there. See here filaments are fused, many filaments are fused. It is like this. Is it clear? And here it is such kind of condition. More than two bundles are forming in the case of which one? Citrus, and it is the diagram for which one? Polyadelphas condition. So I hope Adelphas condition is over. So once again, monoadelphas example, China rose, diadelphas example, P, Fabaceae family, and polyadelphas example is which one? Citrus. So who is over? Who is over? Adelphas condition is over. One type of cohesion is over. Getting the things or not? The filament is fused and anther is free. Now we are coming on which type? Second type. And second type I told which condition? Syngenesis condition. Second type I told which condition? Syngenesis condition. Have a look about the syngenesis condition. So here it is which one? Here it is which one? Syngenesis condition. Is it it? It is syngenesis condition. It's all right. So have a look about the syngenesis condition. Give your attention. So what we are finding in syngenesis condition? Anthers are fused. And filament remain free. That is not written in NCERT, but beside of that we will discuss. Okay, ji, have a look about the syngenesis condition. Look the diagram. Who is fused here? Tell me. Anther fused. And here filament free. Filament free. That is the condition we call, which condition? Once again you see here, syngenesis condition. And what is the example associated with this syngenesis condition? I am writing, example of syngenesis condition is members of family composite. It is also called family Asteraceae. Getting the things? And characteristic example here is sunflower. So in sunflower, what kind of condition you will report? What kind of condition you will report? Tell me, you will report which condition? Syngenesis condition. Is it clear? It is the sunflower. Right? Syngenesis condition. Who is free? Who is free? Anther is free. Anther is free. Getting the idea or not? And who is, anther is fused. And who is free? Filament is free. Anther is fused. Filament is free. Which kind of condition? Syngenesis condition. And just opposite of it, filament is fused, anther free, Adelphas condition. So how Adelphas condition, syngenesis condition, here anther fused, filament free, just opposite to Adelphas condition. So sunflower family. Getting the idea? Now we are going to deal about the third type is synandrous condition. So what is this synandrous condition? Both, or you can say, when stamen are fused in entire length, when stamens are fused together in entire length, and that is called which condition? Synandrous condition. And here example is which one? Cucurbit. Here example is what? Cucurbits. Getting the things? Is it clear? Is it clear? So filament free in which condition? Syngenesis condition. Filament fuse in which condition? Adelphus as well as Syngenesis condition. But in Syngenesis condition, not only filament, anther as well is fused together. Getting the idea? Is it clear? So these are the examples of all. So who is over? Cohesion is over. Who is over? Cohesion is over. Right? It's done. Every terminology, every example. Is it clear? It's all right. Now we are going to deal about which one? Adhesion. Now we are going to deal about adhesion. Have a look now. So I am changing the slide. Adhesion we are going to discuss. Adhesion, I already told, when the floral leaves of how many different whorls? Two different whorls fuse together. So what are the possible adhesions we will discuss? See, Androsium represented by A and Carpal represented by C. So who is the second whorl from outside and who is third whorl from outside? Second whorl from outside is C or A? C. Third whorl from outside is A. Innermost whorl, fourth whorl is what? G. So possibility number one, A fuse with C. Possibility number two, A fuse with P. P means perianth, when calyx corolla fuse together. It is possible na, calyx and corolla fuse together and forming a perianth and a stamen fuse with that. Is it clear or not? Another possibility is what? A fuse with G. So first, second given in NCERT, third is not given in NCERT. But we will deal it. Got the idea? So here what we are finding? First condition, stamen fused with petal. And that condition we call Epipetalous condition. And very good example is which one of Epipetalous condition? Brinjal or family Solanaceae. Brinjal, it belongs to which family? Family Solanaceae. So in the member of family Solanaceae, you will find this particular condition is there. Stamen fused with the petal. Right? Characteristic example is which one? Brinjal. Got the idea? Clear? Okay, ji. Now move ahead. Now have a look. So next one is what? Androsium stamen fused with which one? Androsium stamen fused with which one? Perianth. So, or you can say tepal. Single leaf of the perianth is called what? Tepal. So you should say stamen fused with tepal. Tepal is a single leaf of the which one? Perianth. And that condition is called what basically? Epiphyllous condition. Epiphyllous, somewhere it is written or it is also written epitepalous. Both are same thing. Epitepalous condition. An example who belongs to this category, second category is which one? Example belongs to this second category is lily. And it is present in family Liliaceae. Family Liliaceae. So in member of family Liliaceae, you will find this particular condition. You will find stamen is fused with which one? Perianth. Getting the idea? Now the third, which is not mentioned in NCERT, have a look here. And this third one is what you are finding? A stamen fused with Which one? Stigma or carpal? And we are using a terminology here is gynandrous condition. Further it is classified, but I am not classifying that much. That is the reason I wrote a stigma or which one? Carpal. Gynandrous. Gynandrous condition. Gynandrous condition. You got the meaning of the gynandrous condition? Gynandrous condition. And what is the example of this gynandrous condition? What is the example of this gynandrous condition? Example of this gynandrous condition is calotropis. It is which condition? Gynandrous condition. An example is which one? Calotropis. Right? Is it clear? Is all right? So that third point is not in NCERT, but for 2 you have to keep your attention. Don't forget it. Which one? Epipetallous condition or which one? Epiphyllous condition. Get it? So who is over? Adhesion is also over. Who is over? Ji? Adhesion over. Now we are going to further another classification of the stamen. Clear? Now we are going to discuss the further next classification of stamen. Just have a look. So can we move next? Yeah. Now we are going to deal about classification of stamen based on difference in length of stamen. NCERT wrote, but they make khichdi. They mix match like, so a student not got a better clarity about this. So I'm giving you the name as well. So stamen classified into 2 categories. Here it is. One here is Tetradynamics condition. Tetradynamics condition. And another is Tetradynamics condition. One is Tetradynamics condition, another one is what? Tetradynamics condition. So if you go for Tetradynamics condition, number of stamen is 4. See, clear from the name. Di and di. 2 and 2, 4. Clear or not? Here tetradi, 4 and 2, total what? 6. So in case of tetradynamics condition, what will be the number of stamen? Number of stamen in tetradynamics condition is 6. In didynamics condition is 4. So you look the didynamics condition here, diagram. Out of the 4 stamen, 2 outer stamen is long here and 2 inner stamen is short. It is in the case of which one? Didynamics condition. You got the idea? So 2 is long, 2 is short. Who is long? You draw this diagram. Who is long? Outer is long and who is short? Inner is short. Clear or not clear? So outer long, inner short. It is which one? Didynamics condition. An example of that particular condition is salvia. This salvia example written in NCERT, na? But it is not written, it is didynamics. It is not written didynamics. It is written salvia or have different length of the stamen. Getting the things or not? Different length written. And even in different length, who is longer, who is shorter? How many outer, how many inner? You have to keep in your mind also. That much extra only. I'm not telling much extra to do. Getting the thing? That much extra only. What? 2 outer long, 2 inner short. Right? So if you draw this diagram, it is visual in the diagram. So no need to write in the statement. Okay, diagram is going to say many story. Right? Done. Now we are going to deal about Tetradynamics condition. So what we report in the case of a Tetradynamics condition, have a look here. What we are finding in a Tetradynamics condition? 4 inner are longer, 2 outer are shorter. Agreed or not? So out of 6 stamen, 4 inner are longer and 2 outer are shorter. Clear or not? So it is Tetradynamics condition. If you talk about the example, it is mustard. So mustard belongs to which family? All the member of mustard family. You will find such condition. So Tetradynamics condition belongs to mustard family. That is which one? Brassicaceae family. Brassicaceae family. Right? So in same family, mustard family, I also include which one? Radish, turnip. These all belongs to which family? Mustard family. Radish is also belongs to mustard family, Brassicaceae family. Turnip also belongs to mustard family. That is which one? Brassicaceae family. Right? So keep in mind, Brassicaceae. Other example is what? Radish and turnip also. Slowly, example bank becomes strong. Radish and turnip. And it will come in a perfection only when you revise. See, morphology don't require brain, IQ. It simply require commitment. Today you will mug up, after 5 days it will mix. You confuse either salvia was didynamis or tetradynamis. You got such small confusion. Are you getting the idea or not? These small confusion you will got. Either it is didynamis or tetradynamis. How the perfection came? I told na. How many things? Triple R. Read, revise, recall. And here who will help you maximum? Recall. Close your eye and think about stamen. Cohesion example. Say, I'm just asking rapid fire round question once again. In these areas, this is our job. Tell me, monoidelphus example. Fast. Carry on, children. Monoidelphus. Write the example. China rose. Diadelphus. P. Polyadelphus. Citrus. Syngenesis. Cucurbit. Syngenesis. Sunflower. Syngenesis. Sunflower. Tetradynamis. Mustard. Didynamis. Salvia. Over or not over? So what we dealt in that much time, over in 1 minute. So simply, if you do it again, and again, then it will come in your permanent memory. Otherwise, what's happened? When you ask someone name one day, after 5 days you forget what was the name of that person. Until unless when you not meet again and just observing the face and just saying about the name, you forget it. So if we forget the name, these are the examples and scientific terminology. How can you think about in 1 or 2 time you will come at the level of perfection? Right? Is it clear? So these are the factual area. Factual area required repeated revision because no connectivity of the concept is there. Na? Concept is what? Easiest thing. Once you understand, never you forget in the life, if you understand it. But factual tip, think as it came faster in mind, as it will go faster. So you have to pamper that topic if you want really become great in this area. Don't want to make any commit mistake from this area. You have to pamper this topic. Pampering means what? You have to be in the topic, be in the touch time again and again and again. Okay, let's start. So who is over? Androsium is over. Now we are going to deal about which one? Gynosium. Student came, sir, morphology example, how to do, sir? By simple method, revise it again, again, again and again. In the very first lecture, that is the reason I told, na? In the very first lecture, what I told to you people? Ki examiner check the patience test. How much patience you have. Mugging up is a boring job. I know it. But if you want really perfection, if you want really selection with a good score and even selection, getting the things is required to do it. Right? So coolly, calmly listen it, write it, revise it. Nothing big required in the NEET. In NEET, nothing anything came. A question came, what you find, sir, how to handle it. It's really great things is there. Patiently I am writing. I also feel bored when I am teaching this particular topic. Na? Nothing for what? Explanation. Nothing for which one? Just conceptual analysis. But what we are doing? Patiently, what the things is mentioned in the NCERT, we are just going one by one by one by one. We are trying to cover each and every examples. We are doing that patientful job. Na? So it requires from your side as well. Keep the patience with you and do it. Perfection definitely came. And NEET don't require a big thing. It requires your commitment. These 10, 12 month, 10-month maximum, you just be committed from yourself. Remain honest with yourself. Result will come. Right? Okay, ji. So one student wrote something in Telugu. I don't know. Sorry, dear. Okay. So let's start. So we are starting with which one? Gynosium. Have a look here. Gynosium. Have a look. So if we talk about the gynosium, what happened? It is the female reproductive wall. And it is what basically? Innermost wall. You can say like. Innermost walls of the flower. Getting the things or not? And its unit is carpal or pistil. Right? Now we are going to deal the structure of a typical carpal or pistil. These things I wrote many times. So we are going to deal about the structure of a typical carpal or pistil. Have a look here. I am drawing the diagram. So this is the structure of a which one? Carpal or pistil. Here it is which one? Stigma. If you see the stigma, you will find it is flattened. So these flattened purpose is what? Why it is flattened? Stigma is flattened. So if it is flattened, it increase the surface area of pollen reception. More exposed, more surface area. What happened? Pollen grain land on stigma. So if it is more surface, landing area increase, na? So chances of receiving the pollen get increase. Is it clear or not? Now when you talk about, it is style. So this style is a which kind of a structure? It is a which kind of a structure? Tell me. It is a which kind of a structure? Yes. It is a tubular structure. tubular structure. And these style connect a stigma with ovary. A stigma with ovary. And now this swollen structure is called what? Ovary. And here I am just drawing which one? Thalamus. Okay. Now inside the ovary, inside the ovary, who is present? Ovules is present. This is the ovule. This yellow color structure is called ovule. And this ovule is also called which one? Megasporangium. Megasporangium. It is written in second year NCERT. I wrote stressfully because this came many times in NEET exam. And inside the ovule, who is there? A basic idea I am telling. Second year you will discuss topic in detail in reproduction in flowering plant. It is embryo sac. It is embryo sac. And ovule attached at the wall of ovary with a cushion-like structure. Cushioning pad is there, right? It acts as shock and jerk absorber. And this cushion-like structure, it is called placenta. And the part of the ovule who join with the ovary wall is called which one? Funicle. It is called what? Funicle. This funicle is also what? Basically a stalk of the ovule. Able to understand? So funicle one side attached with the body of the ovule, another side attached with the which one? Wall of the ovary. It is a stalk-like structure who connect the body of the ovule. Getting the things? Chalaja and everything we will write later when we will talk about the second year micropyle chalaja. I am not dealing that much right now. We are dealing the morphology. I just given a additional things. You just have idea. Ovule is present inside the ovary. And inside the ovary, ovule who is there? Embryo sac is there. Now, number of ovule in a ovary is how many? Number of ovule in a ovary is variable. It depends upon the genus, or you can say family. It may be one too many. In some ovary, only one ovule is there. In some ovary, many ovules are there. But whenever ovule join with the wall of the ovary, it join with the help of which one? Placenta. It join at the area where a cushioning is there. So this cushion-like structure protecting it from the which one? Injuries, mechanical injuries. So these are the structure of a typical female reproductive part. Is it clear? It's all right? It's yes. Now we are moving ahead. Now what your NCERT is writing, textbook is writing, they are writing, if we talk about Gynosium, based on number of carpal, it is classified further. So if number of carpal Gynosium, here I am writing, based on which one? Number of carpal. It further classified. If number of carpal is 1, or if it is more than 1, means many. So if it is 1 carpal is there, it is called monocarpellary. It is called monocarpellary. Can you give the example of monocarpellary? Gynosium, if carpal is 1, it is monocarpellary. Example of monocarpellary, not mentioned here in NCERT, but you can use your common sense and you can find in member of Fabaceae. You already studied earlier in the 11th, na? In the member of Fabaceae, Gynosium, Carpal, how many is there? 1. Getting the things. Another student wrote mango. Okay, ji. No issue. It's all right. Done. So, what I am saying, it is monocarpellary. Now, if we talk about many carpal, more than one carpal, there are two possibilities. Carpals are free, and here it is fused or united. United. So if it is free, it is called which one? Apocarpus. Apocarpus. If it is fused, it is called syncarpus. What NCERT wrote in example of apocarpus? It is written which one? Lotus and rose. It is written or not? And what NCERT wrote in the case of syncarpus? It is what is in syncarpus? You can say mustard. Another example of the syncarpus, what you can say? Tomato, right? One more example I am writing here is which one? Papaver. It is poppy plant. Getting the things. It is example of which one? Syncarpus. So if carpals are fused, we use a terminology syncarpus. If it is free, we use a terminology apocarpus. Apocarpus, lotus and rose. Syncarpus, mustard, tomato and papaver. Getting the things. Right. Okay. Now we are going to deal about which one? Placentation. Okay. Now we are going to deal about placentation, and it is a very important topic. Yeah, apocarpus, mycelia is also example. Okay, mycelia is also example of apocarpus. Okay, ji, no issue. In Hindi we called it champa. What in Telugu I don't know. Okay, now let's move. So have a look. We are going to deal about placentation. So what is the placentation? It is arrangement of ovule, or you can say placenta, because wherever placenta is there, who will present? Ovule is there. You can say ovule is there, placenta must be there. Placenta in ovary is called placentation. Now, here type is given in NCERT. So, types of placentation. We are going to discuss about. First, we will write the name and example, then I will tell the character and diagram. So, first name, what NCERT wrote about? It is which one? Marginal. Second one is what? Axial. Third one is what? Marginal, axial. Third one is parietal. Next is free central. Next is basal. So these are the placentations mentioned in your textbook. So marginal example is which one? P. P belongs to marginal placentation. Axial example is which one? China rose. Another example of axial is which one? Lemon or citrus. Citrus. Characteristic example is what? Lemon. And another example is which one? Tomato. Okay, ji. Now it is parietal placentation. Example given is which one? Mustard. Another example given is which one? Argemone. Now it is free central. What example is mentioned? Dianthus. And which one? Primrose. Primrose. And basal example mentioned is which one? Sunflower. And another example is which one? Marigold. Okay. So these are the placentation and their example mentioned. Getting the things or not? Is it clear? It's all right. So you have to bang here. It is very, very important area from where question is going to ask. First question they will ask, match of the following placentation with example. Getting the idea? One of the question which is going to ask is, they will give the diagram and ask you which placentation is it. Then character they will give you which placentation is it. Getting the thing? So it is a very, very important area, and don't make a khichdi here. It will come with the perfection level when you revise again and again, as I told many times. Okay. So marginal P, once again I am saying, exile, China rose, citrus and tomato. Parietal is which one? Mustard and argemone. Free central is which one? Dianthus and primrose. And which one? Basal is which one? Basal is which one? Sunflower and marigold. Got the idea? Now I am giving you a tricks. What tricks is there? Out of that much placentation, exile placentation is true multilocular. True multilocular. Who is true multilocular? Means ovary divided into many chamber. Ovary divided into many chamber. True multilocular is which one? Exile. Now, if we talk about parietal, another important key point from where question people ask, it is unilocular. But due to formation of false septum, not true, become bilocular. So it is a very hot favorite line of the examiner in asking the question, who is unilocular and due to false septum formation become bilocular? Parietal. And remaining all are unilocular. Remaining all are unilocular. So who is unilocular, who is false bilocular, and who is multilocular in true sense? You got the idea? Is it clear in the mind? Right. Now I am moving ahead. Now even you just use your common sense, you will find in marginal, exile, parietal and free central, in all first initial four what I wrote, have many ovule. Marginal have more than one ovule, exile have more than one ovule, parietal have more than one ovule, free central have more than one ovule. Who have only one ovule? Basal placentation. Single ovules in the ovary present in which placentation? Basal placentation. Is it clear? Is it clear? So these two basic idea came. Ki more than one ovule is present in everyone except which one? Basal placentation. Basal placentation have how many ovule only? One ovule present in each ovary, and that is present at the base. Single is there. Clear? Now I am going to draw the diagram and ask, definitely we will discuss another detail about this. Which one? Placentation. Is it clear? Can we move? Have a look. So I am drawing the diagram now. See, what happen in the case of marginal? So in marginal placentation you will find, you know na, try to understand with the characteristic example, P. So in P, you have seen the P pod? You have seen the P pod or not? So when you see the P pod, you are finding like in P pod, sutures are present on dorsal region also and ventral region also. Sutures means stitches. So when you remove the pod, it look like the stitches are opening. When you remove the P pod, you have helped your mom in kitchen or not sometime? Did this job? So it look like when you open that pod, it will a pod divided into two part. It like this. So one here it is joining. It is see my fingers. It is joining here and stitches are there. So these are dorsal sutures. Dorsal sutures. Sutures means stitches. And look downside. It is ventral sutures. Who is joining? Here who is joining? It is ventral sutures. It is joining through the stitches. And it is dorsal sutures, and pod is like cover like this. Are you getting the idea or not? Is it clear? So what I am telling, if you talk about the ventral sutures, so in ventral suture, placenta is present and forming a ridge. So what the important character we have to keep in marginal? Placenta is present on ventral sutures. Where the sutures are there joints, ventral sutures. And form a ridge. What is the meaning of this ridge? What is the meaning of this ridge? Stitches, when cut occur, you go for stitches, the doctor give the stitches, these stitches is called what? Sutures. Getting the things? Ridge, it is a mound. What happened? It is one area, it is going to become like swollen, another is cavity. Ridge formation, mound formation, mountain like a structure formation. Getting the things? So it is forming a ridge. And after that, what happened? Ovules are present. Who is present? Ovules are present in how many row? In one row or two row? Two row. Next time when you remove the P pod, you just find here it is present in one row or two rows. So ovules are present in how many row? Two row. Okay, ovules are present in, so ovules are present in how many row? Two row. And ovary is what? In marginal placentation, ovary is unilocular. Gynosium is of which kind? Gynosium is monocarpellary. Monocarpellary. Getting the things? How many ovules are present in ovary? Many ovules are present here. Na? Are you getting the idea or not? More than one are present. Able to understand? So this is about the marginal placentation. So what examiner will ask? In marginal placentation, placenta is present on which one? Ventral sutures. Getting the things or not? Right? Another things, it is forming a ridge. An ovule born in how many row? Two row. Ovary is what? Unilocular. Gynosium is what? Monocarpellary. An example is what? P. So this is about which one? Marginal placentation. Wherever pod is there, legumes are there, these conditions we report. So P is the characteristic examples. Got the idea? Now we are moving ahead on the next placentation, and that is which one? Exile. So in exile placentation, you find such kind of condition. Here is the central axis, and here it is the ovules, and this is septa. Septa, and these are what basically? Locules or chamber. So in exile placentation, gynosium is multicarpellary and syncarpous. Number of locule or chamber is many. Understanding the idea? Septa present. Of course, that is the reason chambers are forming. Many chambers are forming. Number of chamber equal to number of carpal fused together. So here how many carpal fused? Tell me, how many chamber are there in this diagram? How many chamber are there? 3 chamber are there. So here it is tricarpellary syncarpous. If it is 4 chamber, tetracarpellary. 5 chamber, pentacarpellary. 2 chamber, bicarpellary. Getting the idea? Understanding the idea? So number of chamber is equal to which one? Number of and here ovule born at central axis. Here where is the placenta? Here is the placenta. Getting the idea? And these ovules are attached with the placenta. Getting the thing? They are present in the central region. So such kind of placentation is called exile placentation. When you cut the lemon, you report like this or not? You report like this, na? When you cut the tomato, you report like this or not? So when you cut the unripened lemon and citrus fruit, you will find all seed are confined in the center because ovule converted into seed after fertilization, na? But when you take a ripened lemon, you will find these seed are also moving in the central region, peripheral region. Why in peripheral region? These detach and move in the periphery after ripening. But when you cut a unripened lemon, you will find it is arranged like this. Seed are arranged like this. You are getting the idea? So it is about which placentation? Exile placentation. Example we already discussed earlier. Is it all right? It's over. Now after exile placentation, we are going to deal about parietal placentation. Right? Third type of placentation we are going to deal, and that is which one? Parietal placentation. Parietal. So what we report in the case of parietal placentation, it is important. From here question is going to ask, ovule is present in the peripheral wall of the ovary. Ovule is present in which one? Peripheral wall of the ovary. Very first thing, getting the things. So here gynosium. Gynosium is which one? Multicarpellary and syncarpous. Number of locule, number of chamber, 1. But due to formation of false septum, and this is called repulum. It becomes 2. It becomes 2. Ovules present on peripheral wall of ovary. Ovary. Here you will not find 2 in this diagram. When you see the mustard in middle, mustard fruit, when you find middle, repulum is there, and seed, ovule born on that repulum. So one chamber this side, another chamber this side. Getting the things. In this diagram, you will not find it is looking 2. Able to understand. So see about which one? Parietal placentation. Multicarpellary, syncarpus, number of chamber 1, but it become 2 due to formation of false septum. What is the name of false septum? Repulum. An example you already know. What is the example? Mustard and argemone. Mustard and argemone. So who is over? Parietal over. After parietal, we are going to deal about which one? Free central placentation. Which one? Free central. So in free central placentation, what we are finding? Here it is the central axis and placenta. Here it is a which one? Ovule who attach here. And here how many locules are there? 1 chamber. Who is absent? Cross wall septi, cross wall absent. And due to that reason it is 1 chamber. This is the difference between axial and free central. And free central. Getting the idea? Ovule born at central axis. And such kind of condition we report in case of which one? Such kind of condition we report in case of, tell me, primrose and dianthus. So who is over? Free central over. Getting the things or not? Of course, multicarpellary. Cross wall septi is not there, but it is which one? Multicarpellary. Now, we are going to deal about basal type of placentation. What happened in basal placentation? What happened in basal placentation? In base of the ovary, single ovule is present. Single ovule at base of the ovary. And basal placentation present which one? Sunflower, marigold, and even member of family Poaceae. Poaceae member. Sunflower, marigold, and which one? Members of Poaceae. Poaceae means grains. Getting the things? We find which one? Wheat, rice, member of Poaceae. We find which kind of condition? Basal kind of placentation. Is it all right? So who is over? Placentation is over. Now we are starting the introductory part of the fruit, and today the introduction flower is over. So today we will deal the basic introduction of fruit, and tomorrow we will, in next class we will finish the what the track set syllabus is there. Is it all right? So done? Okay. So placentation over. Now come on fruit. So what's happened post fertilization? Post fertilization, ovule converted into seed, and ovary, or we also say it ripen ovary, is called which one? Fruit. Getting the things or not? So actually, these ripen ovary forming which part? Pericarp. So in a fruit, how many component we are finding? 2 component is there. Pericarp and seed. 2 component are there in a fruit. And if you talk about pericarp, it is of 3 different layers. Epicarp, mesocarp, or endocarp. Right. So when pericarp is edible or its part is edible, it is called true fruit. When who is edible? Pericarp or its parts, either epicarp or mesocarp or endocarp or only one or any 2 or all 3. In that case, we are telling it what? True fruit. So what is false fruit? When part of flower other than ovary become flash edible. So we can classify the fruit into 2 categories. One is true fruit and another is false fruit. Another is false fruit. So true fruit develop from ripen ovary. Ripen ovary. Got the idea? Ripen ovary is pericarp. If we talk about false fruit, it develops from part of flower other than ovary. Other than ovary is called false fruit. So when which part of flower? Ovary become edible. Getting the things or not? It is called which one? True fruit. And when any other part of the fruit, any other part of the flower become edible, fleshy, it is called which one? False fruit. So if you talk about the false fruit example, true fruit example, I am writing mango. Why mango? Because in mango we eat mesocarp. We eat mesocarp. And mesocarp is a part of which one? Pericarp. So I told na, कि when pericarp or its part is edible, it is called true fruits. In mango we are eating mesocarp, so it is a true fruit. So false fruit, you can just write example apple, pear, a strawberry, etc. Here, what we are eating? Thalamus. Thalamus is not a part of ovary. So thalamus is fleshy and edible. Fleshy and edible. So you got the idea about true fruits and false fruit? True fruit is what basically? Develop from ripen ovary, develop from pericarp. When part of pericarp or pericarp, entire pericarp is edible, it is called true fruit. In apple, what you are doing? Around the seed, fruit is there, which is cartilaginous. You are throwing it out and you are eating the fleshy part, which is basically thalamus. So when you are eating the thalamus, you are not eating the ovary, you are not eating the true fruit. It is called in the language of biology as a what? False fruit. And when part of pericarp is edible, it is called true fruit. So you got the idea about true fruits and false fruit. Is it all right? It's done. True fruit, false fruit over. Now I am going to tell you about parthenocarpic fruit. Which fruit? Parthenocarpic fruit. Have a look. So done, na? True fruit and false fruit over. So what I told about true and false fruit, when fruit develop from ripen ovary, that is the pericarp, it is called true fruit. And when fruit develop from any other part other than the ripen ovary, it is called which fruit? False fruit. Like in apple, pear, we are eating what basically? Fleshy thalamus. So we are eating which part? False fruit. Done, over. Now I am going to tell you about parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy. So up to here I am teaching today. Rest part of the fruit we will discuss in the next class, and the remaining thing of the track set, right? So if we talk about parthenocarpy, what is the parthenocarpy? When fruit develop from unfertilized ovary, such kind of fruit is called parthenocarpic fruit. So these parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. Fruits are seedless. Got the idea? Why it is seedless? Why it is seedless? Because seed produced from ovule after fertilization. And here fruit developed without fertilization. So they are developing a which kind of fruit? Seedless fruit. So parthenocarpy also induced by a spraying of which one? Plant growth regulators. Which plant growth regulator? Auxin and gibberellic acid. Auxin and gibberellic acid are two plant growth regulator. NCERT wrote mainly auxin, right? In the another chapter, right? So which is causing which one? Parthenocarpy. So many time what we feel when you are eating buttermelon, what you are finding? Your seed is coming, it is not good. So by spraying what? These phytohormone or auxin or gibberellin on which one? Watermelon plant, getting the things, flower. So what you will find? Without fertilization, fruit develop. And that fruit becomes seedless. You are eating papaya. In market, two type of papaya came. One seed or one seedless. In market, two type of grape came. One with seed, another seedless. So how we develop it parthenocarpically? By spraying the which one? Plant growth regulator like auxin and gibberellin. So your eating experience become better na when you are eating seedless papaya, seedless grape. Otherwise you are eating great seeds are coming. So when it is seedless, it look good. You just feel more convenient. You are eating watermelon and if no seed is there, how much is it good? Got the idea? So by the help of which one? Plant growth regulator like auxin and gibberellic acid, we can develop the fruit parthenocarpically. Without fertilization, ovary converted into fruits. You got the idea? And children, don't confuse with what? Parthenogenesis. It is a different term. Parthenogenesis is a different term. What happened in the case of parthenogenesis? What happened in the case of parthenogenesis? Here development of egg occur without fertilization. In parthenocarpy, development of fruit occur without fertilization, and in parthenogenesis, development of egg occur without fertilization. And there is another related term, apomixis. There, development of seed occur without fertilization. So three related terms are there: parthenocarpy, parthenogenesis, apomixis. Here in this topic, who is there? Parthenocarpy is there. Over. You got the differentiation among the three. Parthenogenesis, egg develop into organism without fertilization. All occur without fertilization. Parthenocarpy, fruit develop without fertilization. Genesis, egg develop without fertilization. And apomixis, seed develop without fertilization. You got the idea? Understand? Clear or not? Right? So today up to here only. Right? Simply we are dealing methodically what is mentioned in NCERT and what is the demand of exam. So gradually if you move like that, revise the things, solving the questions bits, your perfection become better. And your chances of getting C's is going to increase. Is it all right? It's clear. So be methodical, be systematic, work with a lot of patience. Right? Definitely the day become great. The coming day become great. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, ji, bye-bye.